What is up, everyone? RP here. Look, I gotta be honest. You guys are getting old. Real sick and tired of this being we haven't spoken in a while. We haven't. Just put it plain and simple. We haven't. I've had other things going on, trying to organize things within my life. A few of them, sadly, have come pretty close to stupid decisions. That's all I'm gonna say on it. But I'm back in the right frame of mind, and I want to start kicking this off yet again. We had a lot of really good, sorry for the noise, really good decisions and plans made that I completely threw away. So, as you know, the gaming channel ceased to exist. Well, it didn't cease to exist. The channel's still there. It will make a comeback eventually. I'm just not there yet. So it ceased production, and I'm not doing it at the moment. Currently, I'm currently working within this new setup area that I've got set up. Organized. So for now, things are gonna take a halt. As I said on the goodbye video over on the gaming channel, this isn't a permanent decision. I do want to focus on other aspects of my media content, so to speak. Firstly, get this set up in place, ready to go, and then go from there. A freer time roster would be nicer as well, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. So, whilst I've got this organized, this could be the best that happens. And this could be the best thing for me. I don't care. You guys know I don't edit these videos. So I've tried to plunge myself deep into every facet that I had organized prior. Games are starting to be recorded again. Got a couple of those up. Mainly Power Wash Simulator at the moment, but I'm dabbling in Dragon Age. I don't know what's going to come out first. So I'm not going to get hopes up. I'm not going to say for sure what's going on, what's not. It'll come out when it comes out. Best answer you're getting as of this moment. Podcast. That's going nowhere. Real fast. It's getting to the stage where I'm thinking about seriously just cutting that channel. Again, I think it was similar to how I started my YouTube channel, how I was trying to get a lot of things done at once. So, for instance, at one point I was filming Mass Effect, Dragon Age, and Jedi Fallen Order, all at the same time, as well as whatever other videos I wanted to do. And that was burning me out. I took on too much. I couldn't do it in time. I looked for secondary hosts who could possibly bring a separate element to the channel, and that didn't work. So therefore, Saloon Media Group channel became RP Gaming, or it became ROWEYPLAYZ in general at first. And then this channel became RP IRL. Now it's ROWEYPLAYZ. The other channel became RP Gaming. And then we also added in Aussie Paranormal. Aussie Paranormal is going to continue in a way, but for now I see it taking a dramatic halt in all production, just because there's aspects to it. We're still talking about how we want it to come out, and kind of what we have in mind, and it's not what we had in mind prior. So originally we were going to do the inspiration was Amazing Top 10. If you watch that channel, it's brilliant. That was kind of the look I was going for at first. Similar to that. That was where all the inspiration came from. And it started to just look very ridiculous. I'll put it at that, and I'll leave it at that. So for that exact reason, it stopped. Didn't go any further. Now we're looking at doing a sort of red webby kind of style, where the video is... It's not us. We're not on the video. Which would make it easier for bringing on guest hosts, because if then you can just have multiple people on constantly, and you don't have to have the visuals. The podcast's also going to be planning to be released on Spotify and possibly Apple. Other people are looking into that. That's their position. I'm not the brains behind that situation anymore. I found it very quickly that I've got to let someone else take the reins. like I said, I took on too much too quick, and I was failing greatly. So, making that change was for the best. So we'll see what happens with that. I'll keep you posted. As far as IRL or the ROWEYPLAYZ channel, yeah, we've got a few things we've got planned. We have unboxings. We have a few character skits. At the moment, we're working on scenery for a TikTok inspired kind of, I suppose you could say, episodical, TikTok series, and that's where it'll live. The shorts may come up on the channel as well. I'm not 100% sure at this time. I also don't know whether we want to make it a second channel. That was something I discussed a lot with the production team that I had working on it at the time, and we kind of fell through with that one. We never actually went forward. The whole idea was essentially I'd be playing the position of an inmate in a sane asylum. There wouldn't be a lot of talking on my behalf. It would all be, people analyzing. So essentially, think the Joker's origin story meeting Harley. It was going to be literally, the Harley character, the therapist or whatever, talking to the inmate, but the inmate didn't speak. Gradually, eventually it would, probably I don't know, segment 30 or something like that. But there would always be different parts. They would be somewhat chained to a desk, be on a white light. Like I said, the ideas were flowing. We had it all on paperwork, and then probably about a month before we were set to actually build the set, film some skits, it just kind of fell through. We didn't lose focus on it. We didn't lose faith in it. We just stopped talking about it. So set designs, I still have the set designs. We know what we wanted to do with it. We know what we're gonna do with it. We're also going to look into collaborations. Essentially trying to keep my character as silent as possible for now. Like, it was kind of that silent killer. You'd hear more and more about what they did through the therapist. And through them kind of being like, how do you feel about what you did? Have you rehabbed? Or, have you felt any remorse since being in here? That kind of thing. Like, really analyzing the character. And then you would have other characters come in that were maybe really overly talkative about what they had done to be in that facility. Again, these were ideas we had. Everything was thought out. We even had a couple of people who were going to step in to do that talkative part, and then they'd bugger off for, however long, or you'd write the character off because they were a one-off piece. As far as that kind of development is in far into the future, we didn't know, but we wanted to try to push it out for, film a whole day worth of stuff, break it up into minute bits or 30-second bits, and then just release a bit every day kind of thing. And then keep that interest through that. So we don't know what we're going to do as far as after that. It's just kind of an idea we had in to kind of grab attention, try it out. Similar to what I do with First Looks over on the gaming channel. I film a new episode, give it a crack. If you don't enjoy it, you don't enjoy it. I don't film it again. That's why I try to get prologues, early access to a lot of games, because I can film all that stuff. And if you guys don't react to it, I'll never look at it again. So there's that. But yeah, there's sort of future thought we've got coming in. I've got a few things coming in package-wise that will basically, essentially, write a character. And I've got to build a character, test it out, and then write it in to some form of skit. A lot of what I want to do on this channel is basically testing. And then production will come. The production will come on this channel as well. This is just, like I said, this is an IRL channel, so this is everything I do to set up bigger items or bigger tasks. So this will very much be where I kind of, like I said, test play characters, test them out, get advice maybe on, it's like, hey, look, so, for example, this is something we weren't going to release until much later, and I don't think it'll be this exact piece, but we got an old man mask in that got delivered yesterday. It is way too big for my head and still smells very much like plastic. Also, this neck part, it doesn't sit inside, it kind of bulges out. So that is another character I had planned. Don't know whether I'm going to keep with it. I never actually released it, but I had a skull mask very similar to that I wore for Halloween with my kids, and I put the mask on, I blacked out my eyes and everything else on my face, and then I didn't blackface. It was just the eyes and a bit around the mouth, anywhere the holes were in the mask. I cancel before I get started. And put blood handprints on it and basically make it look like a mercenary. And that was going to be Skullboy version 1.0. And that was an idea. I was going to develop Skullboy into a bigger character. I had ideas to change. So it didn't have slits like that in the back of the head, but I was going to make one, put buckles to it so I could strap it on and make it to my size. And then Skullboy would evolve. So that's very much an idea I want to keep doing. I want to develop a grandpa character. So very much this channel will be character based, production based. I don't know. It's just kind of where I want to go with it and see what I can do, what I can't do. I'm also looking at other channels that have done similar things and trying to make sure that I don't in any way, shape or form copy too closely. I look, it is getting to the stage this day and era. It is impossible to have an original thought. It is. They've all been done. Most things have all been done. So you do have to loosely base it on something else. Like the way I do my gameplay, everything on the games, you look at thumbnails. That's very much Ray Narvaez Jr. That was the inspiration for those. You look at hell, even some of the games, because that guy is goated. He is doing exceptionally well, and I don't think he understands how well he's doing and how much his influence spreads. I just don't feel like he's a guy at the end of the day to kind of take that back in and be like, look, I've inspired a lot of people. I think he's just a very live in the moment kind of guy. And I mean, that's great too. And I mean, as far as that, a lot of the inspiration for the clothing label came from him doing his own clothing label as well. I guess you could really say it's Tina. It's just his face. You watch his warehouse tours. It's her doing the work. He even admits he doesn't go in very often. So, like I said, you get inspiration from a lot of places, and that's exactly what I do. I'm no different from anyone else. I'm learning. I can't edit, so that will be something I will be outsourcing very soon. It doesn't mean I have to pay for it, and there's no guarantee of a payoff, but at this point in time, I don't have a damn choice. I don't have an editing team. I don't have a production team. It's just little on me now. Big on me. So, that's where we're going to go with this. And for those of you who have stuck along the ride, even from back when RP Gaming was Saloon Media Group, thank you. And hopefully we can make some success in this next venture. Bye, guys.